Hello everyone. Now let us understand what we mean by management. A management is a function of guidance and leadership control of efforts of a group of people or individuals in order to achieve common objectives or goals. Right? So when the term management came into picture, so before the industrial revolution there was no manufacturing industry. There were few individuals who were carrying out the production of the commodities. This was mostly family oriented and the head of the family was managing the business. But during the later half of the 18th century, industrial revolution had started and factory systems had almost evolved. Then on, management became a necessary thing for every industry. Okay, now what is management? So there are many of management experts. Let us see definitions be given by few of the management experts like Herold, who was one of the management expert and a management professor in the University of California. So he says management is the art of getting things done with formally organized group. Suppose there is some task which is accomplished by a single individual, right? Then maybe I don't have to apply altogether management for that. But when there is a task, a complex task which cannot be applied by managed by a single individual, then I need a very group of people. So when I involve a group of people, there should be proper communication, there should be proper leadership, right? It is not that all the group of people are equally authorized to take the decision. If that is the case, then definitely whatever the thing I want to do can never be achieved. So management is the art of getting things done with formally organized group of people. It's a teamwork. And Henry says, to manage is to forecast, to plan, to organize, to compose and to coordinate and to control. So how to manage this group of people, with what leadership, with what communication, with what kind of plan, with what kind of coordination you are involving in. It says that these are the famous definitions given by the few of the management experts. Now let us understand why we need to study management, right? Is this subject so important that we have to study management? Of course, right? No matter we are all studying technical subjects now, but it is not that during the whole life we will be only involved in the technical task. No, one or the other day everyone has to move to the administrative position, right? We have to be a manager, and management role is played in all forms of the variety of roles that we are involved. So let us understand why management will help us and why we need to study this. See, management makes human efforts more productive, right? So suppose there is an industry, as I said, after industrial revolution, a lot of industries came into picture. That time people found difficulty to manage the group activities, right? So there was lot of industrial experiments conducted, then how to manage the teamwork, how the work should be done effectively, what amount of work should be given for a particular individual. So a lot of experiments were conducted on this people. Then they understood that management makes human efforts more productive, right? A company without management and a company with management will be more productive. It brings better equipment, plants, offices, products, service and human relations to society. With management, we definitely identify better equipments. We identify offices, we bring up different products, services and human relations to our society. So it helps in social and economic life. See, management brings order to endeavors by combining isolated events and disjoint information into meaningful relation. So what I mean by isolated events, when I say isolated events, right, every event or every group of people will be having a different task. So there will be different departments in every industry, in every organization. So how there is a coordination between these different departments, right? And so all this disjoint activities should be grouped together. So these relationships then work to solve problems and accomplish common goals of any organization. I have used the term common goal here. What I mean by common goal? Every organization is having a common goal. Let us take our educational institute like our own college, STMCT, right? STMCT, it's having its own vision, it is having its own mission, right? When it comes to department computer science, it is having its own vision, own mission. Mechanical department, it's having its own vision, it is having its own mission. But ultimately, we are grouping together to achieve the college vision and mission. I hope you are getting clear. All the departments, all the members will be working to achieve a common goal of an organization. Let us see some of the nature and characteristics of management. So, a management should be a stable one, right? It should be stabilized. It should be applicable to all kinds of organization. I cannot say that this management policy is applicable to this particular industry. No, management, it is applicable to different organization. It can be a educational institute, it can be a hospital management, or it can be an managing of an MNC company, right? It is applicable to all kinds of organization. Management should be transparent. It should be clear and goal oriented. So we cannot achieve goals if we are not having a proper well planned goal for any particular organization, and any member of an organization will be working for a particular goal. It should have good planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling functions. As of now, you just have to remember that it should have a good planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling functions. Again, planning is another one more big entity we will be studying. Organizing will be one more big entity we will be studying. So all these will come under separate chapters. But as of now, understand, any management should have these 5 important characteristics. Now let us see the scope of management. Management is applicable to financial management. Yes, you might have heard the term that management is involved in financial. It can be of a personal management, it can be office management, it can be supply and chain management, it can be sales management, right? It can be transport management. These lists is just a few. Management is applicable to almost all kinds of organization, whether it can be an educational institute, either it can be an industry or any service organizations. It is applicable to everywhere. Now, we begin, as we have seen that in characteristics, I have noted 5 important characteristics of an management. So, there are 5 important functional areas of a management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing or leading and controlling. So, we will be looking into the planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling one by one. These 5 things are I can say it is a backbone of any management. A management which is not having these 5 characteristics will definitely fail to achieve its goal, right? It will definitely fail to achieve its goal. So for any management, these 5 important characters are must and should. And management is a creative process which integrates and utilizes various available resources effectively and efficiently to accomplish the goals of an organization. It is not the goals of an individual here, right? We will see what is the difference of the goals of an organization and the goals of the individual. Goals of an individual are set to accomplish to his own task which has been assigned by a manager. But in common, every employee working in an organization will be having a common goal. That is nothing but an organization goal, right? To carry out this, an individual is responsible to develop ideas, to plan, and to get the things done through the workers, right? Managers doesn't work directly, right? It is not that a manager will do everything, right? He has to assign the work to the workers. He has to get the works done. We have already seen in definition. It is the task of getting the things done through formally by the organized group. So this concerned individual is designated, we call it as a manager. Thus, any person who performs the function of a management for the accomplishment of predetermined goals is called as a manager, right? A manager will not carry work by himself, but he will assign the work to the others and get it done and report it properly, so that this cycle is continuous. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, we call it as a management cycle, and this is continuous. Thank you.